trick for girls who have dome-shaped nails. Well, how do you tell if you have dome-shaped nails? First off, I want you to look at your nail from the side. If it's curved, that means you probably have dome shape. If it's straight, not domed. But if it's curved from the base to the tip, it's curved. You can also look down the center of your nails from this view, and if it's curved this way, then you have dome-shaped nails. So, if I were to take my baseball, and this red stitching here would be the side of my nail, okay? It's curved this way, and it's also curved this way. In essence, your nail is shaped like a ball. And the reason why nail wraps don't stick to us dome-shaped nails, well, it's kind of impossible. If I were to take a sticker and try and lay it onto a baseball and trying to get it to lay flat without any crinkles, it's not going to happen. You're going to get crinkles. So this trick, what I do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to score the sides. I'm going to demo that for you guys in just a minute. But just a quick word of caution. This method has two fallbacks. The first one being that it adds just a little bit more time and a little bit, and like one more step into applying our nail wraps. But I promise you it is worth it. Also, it increases the chance of your nails catching and being lifted off because there's that extra edge there. So nail prep is an absolute must for any girls who have dome-shaped nails. You need to make sure that your nails are completely clean and they do not have any of the invisible cuticles around it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate it for you guys right now.
Okay, first off, guys, I want to recommend using a very heavily patterned wrap. That way, if you do cut the scores a little bit too big, they'll be less noticeable. And if you look here, let me get the focus here, you can see where I made my score, but you're not going to be able to tell. I'm going to go ahead and demo today using a solid wrap. And the reason why I'm doing a solid wrap is just so that you can see it. Like I said, pattern wrap would be better if you're just starting out, but today, just for showing purposes, I'm going to do it on a solid piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors. I've already cut the wrap out, I've shaped it, and I've picked the size that'll go best with my nails, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut it in half, like so. Okay, so now I have my wrap. Now to score it, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to cut a tiny little notch or slit close to the base. I know in my original video I had said to do 2, but I kind of going back on that, I want to go ahead and have you start with just 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut one way, then move over just a tiny bit, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting a tiny little triangle out of it. And sometimes it takes a little bit of maneuvering to get it out. Alright, so if you look there closely, alright, get to the focus, you can see that I cut just a tiny little notch, and it's pretty close to the base. Again, I'm just going to do that to the other side. Tiny, tiny notch on the base. Now, I made my slits a little bit bigger today just so that you can see them. Normally, I'd even go just a tiny bit smaller, unless you've got super, super curved nails. Alright, next step is to go ahead and get it onto our nail. I'm going to go ahead and turn my heater on, get that puppy heated up. I've already washed my nails with soap and water, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and use my alcohol wipe and really kind of clean any of the oils that may have accumulated in the little bit. I have a base coat. I use the Jamberry base coat on my nails. I just like that added protection onto my nails. Okay, so go ahead and take my wrap. I'm going to peel it off, put it in front of my heater, heat it up for a few seconds. So it's a little bit curvy. Alright, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and just lay it onto my nail. Okay, there's kind of the essential trick on this too. What you're going to do is when you press this down onto your nail, You want to press it from the base to the tip. Okay, so from the base to the tip. And then from here, bring it up here, you can focus. I'm going to go ahead and go along the bottom, and I'm going to go up around to the score. Okay, so I went from here to the score, and now I'm going to go to the other side, this way up to the score. Okay, making sure that that bottom part is nice and solid. Okay, so then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press all along the tip back towards the score. So I'm going to press from the tip back towards the score. Seal it down that way. Again, I'm just pressing there, and I'm making sure that I got none of the wrinkles or crinkles. It looks like, if you guys see, I made a little bit of a mistake, and I'm a little bit off center, and it's a little bit too close. I can go back there, and I can fix it just with a pair of clippers. So I'm just going to go and just give that a little bit of a snip. Like so. Okay. But if you see closely, how my little score is kind of closed in, because what I was doing is essentially I was pushing it back towards that to close it in. Alright, give it a little tug over the tip, make sure it's pressed over. Stick it in front of my heat again, just one more quick go. See if I can get it focused here. Sorry guys. Like that. And one good solid there. And turn my heat off. I'm going to go ahead and just trim it down with my scissors. And one of the tricks I like to do here before it's cooled off is I like to bring it up a little bit and just give it a little bit of a cut at the corner, just to kind of round that edge a little bit. That way it doesn't catch. So I just rounded the edges a little bit. Now it's not quite perfect yet. So from here, what I could do then is turning my heater back on. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it in some plastic and just pull it over the tip really well. Right there, so I have a nice seal. And looking at it now, you can see that I've got no crinkles along the tip or the sides. And you can see my little score just slightly right there. Alright, so from here you go ahead and file it down at that 90-degree angle. You might even want to wait till it cools off a little bit more. For video's sake, I'm going a little bit faster. Alright, get all that excess off. And then what I like to do is take a glass file and just go at like a 90-degree angle. Just removing that little bit of the tip at the tip off there, so it won't catch on anything. Alright. Alright, there you have it. My curvy nail has a perfectly flat, no crinkle wrap on it. Awesome!
Hey guys, alright, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure that you put them below. Also, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/totallyridenails. I'd love to hear it all about how this method is working for you. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy if it's helped you. So have a fabulous day and enjoy your jammy cures.